All right, we live, baby. What's good, everybody? My name is Snacks, and I just want to thank any and everyone that has been coming to the channel. Again, this little growth I'm seeing over the last 2 weeks have been crazy. We're only 2 weeks into it, and we're already at like 145 subscribers. So I just want to keep this flow going, keep this momentum going. I would love to get 200 subscribers by the end of the month. Let's see if we can knock it out. Yeah. We'll see. So let's just jump right into the news today. So yes, the Tennessee Titans have released Adam Humphries, and they saved about $4.75 million of cap space. So Jon Robinson still has a bunch of moves to make. This was kind of just the first of many, I'm assuming, because even with this move today, we saved about $4.75 million in cap space, but we're still like only $1 million under the cap space. So there's still tons of moves to make. This was just the first of many. So Jon Robinson actually ended up making 3 more roster moves today. So they also cut cornerbacks Chris Milton and Breon Borders. I didn't know much about Milton, but I do remember Breon Borders starting about 5 or 6 games for us last season. He was solid at best. I mean, he actually played well in a few games, but he got cooked more times than not. So I'm not really going to miss Breon Borders too much. And they also signed defensive lineman Julian Taylor. I don't foresee him doing much next season. I really don't know much about him, but he's just a roster move for today. All right, so real quick, back to Adam Humphries. He's been with us for the past 2 seasons. Honestly, I think when we got him, he was sort of a safety blanket for Marcus Mariota, because at the time our offense was still kind of run heavy, which it is now, don't get me wrong, but we actually have a quarterback that can drop back and throw, as opposed to where Mariota, he needed a safety blanket. But now with Tannehill, I don't think we need Humphries as much, so I'm not really surprised about this move today. He was actually on my list of Titans that were probably going to get cut this offseason, so I'm not too mad about Humphries being gone. I mean, look, if you look at his stats the last 2 seasons, he only played in 7 games last season. He only had 1 start, finished with the career low 23 catches and only had 228 receiving yards. So last year we didn't really use him very much. He was injured. I think he got a concussion in like the game against the Bengals. Yeah, he got smacked at the right before halftime, and he had a concussion, and he didn't play the rest of the season. And I think the year before that, I don't think he even topped over 400 yards. So I don't want to put all the blame on Humphries. I think he's a great player. I just think the fit wasn't necessarily there 100% of the time, and I think he was kind of injury prone for these last 2 years. So again, I wasn't surprised that today Jon Robinson decided to cut him, because we need the money. We just need the money. Right now, we're still sitting at a very low amount of cap space. So trust me, this is only the first of many moves that Jon Robinson will make over the next few weeks. I think we also might be losing, I don't know, either or. I'm assuming either or in this situation. Either Ben Jones or either Roger Saffield, because those will both save us about $5 to $6 million in cap space. I don't believe we'll lose both, but I don't think both of them will be back next season. So now that Humphries is a free agent, I'm assuming he might get looked at by a couple of teams. I'm not sure if he'll get a lot of interest based off his productivity from the last 2 seasons, but I'm sure a team like the Patriots or even the Bucks, honestly, the Bucks may be losing a few wide receivers this offseason, so they could, look for a reunion with Humphries. I think Tom Brady always looks for that slot wide receiver, and honestly, I think he would do way better with Brady than he would with Tannehill. So again, I'm not too surprised about the move that happened today. I wish Humphries nothing but the best. I think he did a great job while he was here. I think he did the best he could. The NFL is just a hard place to stay healthy in, so again, I wish him nothing but the best. Hopefully he lands in a pretty good situation. I think he will, because he's just that very solid wide receiver that you wouldn't mind to have on your team. But I do think that price will go down a little bit. I know we signed him for like 4 years, $36 million. I don't think he will get that contract again based off his productivity, but he may be able to get like a 2-year, 3-year, $15, $20 million contract. And I think that's very fair for Adam Humphries type wide receiver. So I'm looking forward to see what else Jon Robinson has up his sleeve. If I had to guess, I'm assuming maybe another big name may be off the board soon. All right, real quick. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below about Humphries getting cut. And let me know your prediction for the next big roster move that the Tennessee Titans will make in the 2021 offseason. And until next time, let's talk Titans.